Look, 1 month isn't going to make you rich. It's not going to erase years of student loans or turn you into an overnight millionaire. If anyone tells you that, they are selling something. But 30 days is enough time to do something a lot more interesting. It can interrupt the quiet brain. See, we usually think money problems are these massive cinematic disasters, a bad investment, a total market crash, one huge mistake that ruins everything. But for most of us, that's just not true. Our money stress doesn't come from an explosion, it comes from momentum. Neuroscience tells us that as habits form, they migrate from the part of your brain that makes decisions to the part that handles reflexes, the basal ganglia. You literally stop thinking about where your money goes. It becomes automatic. Nothing breaks exactly. Things just leak. A subscription you don't use, a convenience cost that's actually a hassle, a lifestyle upgrade that felt like a treat but is now just a bill. Because it happens slowly, you adapt. You assume that low grade tension is just what adulthood feels like. Think about it. You're always inside your money, reacting, adjusting, trying to catch up. But research in behavioral economics shows you can't fix a system when you're stuck inside the machine. You need a pattern interrupt. This isn't a no spend challenge. Those actually cause cognitive fatigue and usually end in a spending binge. This is a 30-day reset designed to move your money back into the conscious part of your brain. The first week is the hardest for people who like to solve things because your only job is to do nothing. Don't tweak your budget, just watch. In physics, there's a phenomena called the Hawthorne effect. The simple act of observing a behavior changes it. Spending thrives on being invisible. When you actually look at the patterns, they start to lose their grip. You will find yourself changing your habits naturally, not because of willpower, but because nothing likes being watched. In week 2, we stop with the needs versus wants labels. That just creates guilt, and guilt is a terrible motivator for the brain. Instead, try looking at money through time. Now, survival stuff, rent, groceries, the basics. Soon, stability, car repairs, a buffer for next month. Later, growth, investing, and the long term stuff. When you ask, which timeline does this belong to? Instead of, am I allowed to buy this? Your stress level drops. You aren't fighting a rule book, you are managing a roadmap. This week, we look at hedonic adaptation. That's the scientific term for how we get used to things. That coffee upgrade or that faster internet felt amazing for a week, but now it's just your new normal. It doesn't bring you joy anymore, it's just an expense. We aren't cutting out the things you love, we are cutting friction. If a purchase adds genuine meaning, keep it. If it's just mental noise, kill it. Energy is more important than math right now. Finally, we build one layer of distance. Not a perfect 6 month emergency fund, just 1 month of breathing room. This isn't about interest rates, it's about your nervous system. When your brain senses you are at zero, it spikes your cortisol and triggers your amygdala, the part of the brain that handles fear. You can't think clearly when you are in survival mode. This buffer lowers your baseline anxiety, allowing you to finally make decisions based on logic instead of panic. At the end of the month, your bank balance might not be a different order of magnitude, but the feeling will be different. You have stopped the momentum. You have plugged the drain. You didn't need more willpower, you just needed to interrupt the pattern. Once you have that clarity, the next move is actually pretty easy. You aren't reacting anymore, you are choosing.